What's up YouTube, Team Session here with a deck video of what I ran at the sneak preview. It was only a 4-round tournament and I had a pretty good start, and then I just started like playing, getting like bad hands, and they were just sacking me like crazy. So yeah, I'm not really going to do like a tournament report because it's just, you know, whatever. The things I played were Quick Draw, Black Wings, Synchro Cat, and something else. I can't remember what it was, and it was 4 rounds, so that's all I really remember. But yeah, the deck I ran is Lightsworns. I'm missing like some things that I actually did want to run. I made the mistake of not putting my Thunder Kings in my side deck. I kind of spaced on that, so that's my bad. But otherwise, it was pretty fun. I ran into some interesting things. Some things I actually really did not expect. I need to find that one thing. But the deck overall did well. I mean, I didn't play it to the point where, you know, it was like uber amazing or anything, but it did well for the first time I ever actually used it, which I forgot to mention. It was the first thing I ever, the first time I ever used it. So yeah. Oh yeah, the fourth deck I played against was some Gear Town thing that my friend Doug was playing. I can't believe I forgot about that. But it was interesting. So, I mean, hang on, I'm kind of stalling here because I need to find something. Alright, so after I show you this, I'll show you something, or the like most shocking thing that I ran into at the sneak preview, which was kind of surprising because, again, it was a 4-round tournament. So yeah. First off is 3 Celestias. Obvious reason it's basically a Monarch in here. I tend to either have hamsters, which basically put out a Raikou, and I end up destroying 3 cards with it, or I end up milling a wolf or something and just tribute it off for that. So next is 3 Lilas. People don't really like, a lot of the people I know don't really like 3, but the reason why I run 3 is because of Starlight Road. Even if people only use 1 to 2, it becomes a problem, and this is good for getting them off the field. So yeah. Same with this Raikou Lightsworn Hunter. Flip, destroy a card, mill 3, searchable by hamster. Next is the boss, 2 Judgment Dragons. It's basically demise for the deck. 2 Honests, almost for anything that uses light monsters. I initially wanted to go with 3 of these, but I decided my deck wasn't really all that mill heavy. It was more of a conservative deck where you just, you know, play slowly and make plays off of what you mill. So I only went with 2 wolves. 2 mega hamsters. I was originally going to go with 1 and a 3rd wolf, but again, that didn't really play out all that well when I tested it, so I decided to go with the second one of these, and it worked a lot better. Against the Blackwing guy, it kind of stalled him, and he didn't know if I had Raikou down or not, and he basically just put a free Raikou down for me. A lot of people tell me not to use this at all for some godforsaken reason. I'm not afraid of decking myself. In fact, I haven't decked myself once, and I'm using 2 Gyarath, but places like ETC have all told me you shouldn't be using it at all. In fact, just use like 1 or 2 Janes, and that's about it. But it's helped me with speed. You know, if I decide to become more speedy than conservative, you know, this helped me out quite a lot. Gores, obvious reason. Plague Spreader, again, pretty obvious. There was someone on ETC that said that they hated using Plague in Lightsworns because it didn't work. It saved my ass quite a few times. Necrogona, obvious. Lumina, obvious. Trooper. Some people actually don't use this anymore, but I use it because it's basically a free 1900 beat stick and it mills 3 for me. 1 Jane, just basically a 2100 beat stick. Spells, 3 solar recharges. If you watched my binder video, I kind of complained about having to use my super in here, but so yeah, basically, and also as I said in my last video, I said I was looking for Dequacious and Salvos. If you have another ultra recharge or something, I'm kind of looking for a 3rd one. So yeah, I'm kind of considering replacing these with Monster Reincarnation, because I was either milling my Judgment Dragon too much or I wasn't drawing it out. And I mean, I use this to basically put in extra sworns that I don't need in my graveyard to help draw out Judgment Dragon, but it really didn't work all that well, so I'm going to probably try and go with more of a mill version. And yeah, so MST basically a staple right now. Heavy Storm, definitely a staple. Charge of the Light Brigade, this is basically Rhoda. Foolish, pretty obvious. And Cold Wave. I'm also thinking about putting in Giant Trunade, just so that way I have it. But Cold Wave actually worked really, really well for me. These would have been Threatening Roars if I had them, but I didn't. Either way, these things really helped me out a lot. Especially when it came to them thinking that they were going to hit my Raikou or something while I had Hamster out. It would protect them and basically give me a second free monster. So yeah. And the last card is Beckoning. I was going to drop the Wabakus for Decrees and put in Torrential Tribute, but I just didn't have the Decrees, so I figured it was best to just keep the 3 Wabakus. So yeah. But like I said, there was also kind of a big surprise at the sneak. A guy brought his Dark End Dragon and dropped it on me in the last round. So yeah, it was kind of interesting to see him play. Just say I summoned Dark End. He had Armor Master, Armed Wing, and Blackwing Blizzard out. I did managed to destroy his Armor Master, but he just brought out Dark End, and yeah. So yeah, that's basically the deck. The side and extra, basically, you know, basically everything everyone else uses, except for my side. I kind of got screwed over a little because I didn't put my Thunder Kings in there. So yeah, that's basically the deck. I'm not going to really rant on it anymore. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Peace, YouTube.